And as it stands right now, you see the numbers on your screen: 7 officers shot, 3 dead. 5 of those officers were brought to Our Lady of the Lake Medical Center, 1 in fair condition, 1 critical, and we are waiting to hear a briefing from Baton Rouge Police. But from where it stands right now, according to our Kieran Chawla, 1 of the suspects at large in a standoff with officers.
Folks, as soon as we get any more information on that, we'll of course bring it to you, because that is probably the most important part of the story right now, is your safety as far as where these suspects are. We won't give away locations, obviously, because of police. We want to protect that situation. But if there's anything that we know of, or any neighborhoods specifically affected, we'll of course tell you about it right here. I got this note while we just have just a quick moment to take a breath. Somebody sent us a note saying they're watching our broadcast in London. It says, heart goes out to the city, the public, law enforcement, first responders, to all the folks. I really feel for you at this difficult time. It saddens me again to turn on the news and hear of another shooting in the U.S., specifically against law enforcement. I pray peace comes to you all very soon. That is from Brian in London.
Wow.
So this story has reached out from Baton Rouge and has touched the folks all across the globe.
It really has. The text messages, the emails flooding into our city starting around 9 o'clock this morning have been overwhelming. All eyes are on us once again, unfortunately. And as it stands right now, we are waiting to hear a press briefing from law enforcement, but they are obviously extremely busy right now and could use your help. We are hearing from authorities to keep your eyes open, but if you can, stay inside, especially if you are near Old Hammond and Airline or near Our Lady of the Lake Hospital. That is an extremely busy part of our city right there on Essen and the interstate. And so I know it may be hard to not get out and run your errands today, but it's just a good idea if you can help alleviate the stress for officers as far as traffic concerns, because they have much more important issues on their hands right now.
They absolutely do. And it could be something as simple as you getting out and getting into a fender bender somewhere on the other side of the city. That takes away resources that are needed right now to this part of the city. So just please be careful with that, and just know that all the information, I know some of you have to get out and there are things you have to do, but we don't need any folks, out there trying to look on the scene and see what they can figure out. We're being told that the governor's office of Homeland Security, there will be a press briefing at 3 o'clock this afternoon, so it's about 3 hours from now. We'll have some details on that, but we expect to hear from law enforcement officials a little bit before that. If we could, let's also, because we want to continue the reporting in the direction of the folks that are watching this, that are waking up right now at this noon hour and getting out, we want to make sure that, first let me tell you what you're looking at on your screen. This is a red car that showed up at Our Lady of the Lake Hospital. Officers were able to detain the guy that was in it and ask him some questions, so they're looking that over. What I was saying, go ahead, sorry.
But we have just heard that we need to correct our numbers. It was 7 shot. 7, that what we were telling you earlier. We have just been told that is now down to 6. Obviously, we are reporting what we hear from law enforcement as this story develops. So that is what happens with the media. The numbers often change, but we have just been told to correct that number. It is 6 officers shot, 3 dead.
We will be happy to make that correction.
Yes.
Anytime we can take these numbers down, that is great, because originally CBS had even started as far as 8. Now we're getting down to 6, so that is very good information. We do know, unfortunately, though, that those 3 have died, and we don't expect that number to change. That red car, Lauren, that we're looking at outside of Our Lady of the Lake Hospital, they did find a gun in it. What appears to have happened, we saw the officer contact the guy, talk to him. Maybe the guy told him that, yes, I do have a gun in here. The officer obviously said, do you have any weapons probably on you? Weapons aren't allowed in the emergency room. They're not allowed in the hospital. So obviously he told them, yes, it looks like, and they did recover some gun from there. That is
how an encounter should go in that
Sure.
situation, peacefully led away from the vehicle as they search it in this tense situation.
What I'd like to do, if we can have some of our folks, and we're working in this direction, is we need to get, we would like to, and we hope to hear officially from law enforcement, but we need to get more information to you, and we're trying as best we can on the